At Parkside Church, it is our mission in children and student ministries to support families as we help unbelieving children and students become committed followers of Jesus Christ. Particularly in middle school and high school ministry, we want to be sure that everything that we do is geared towards coming alongside parents and families and equipping and supporting them as they take on the primary role of discipleship in the lives of their kids. During this pandemic and in the midst of the challenges that come along with COVID, we have continued to want to equip and support you as parents. And there are 3 new ways that we're going to do this this upcoming semester in the fall. The first is that we have started a podcast for parents. If you go on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and search for the Parkside Parent Podcast, you will find already 2 episodes that we've posted. These episodes, they're about 10 minutes long or less, and each episode addresses a common question that we often get with student ministry and children's ministry about parenting, about family discipleship, and all of the difficulties and joys and challenges that come along with those things. Now, I'm no expert on parenting. I have 3 kids, but they're really small, and I don't really know what I'm doing. And Robbie, our middle school pastor, doesn't have any kids, so we don't presume to be experts on parenting that can offer a whole lot of advice. But what we've done for each of these episodes is invite a special guest who can come on and have a discussion and answer with unique wisdom and expertise these questions that we have about parenting and family discipleship. So if you go right now and check out the podcast, please subscribe to it. And every week, these new episodes will come on Mondays with a new question that hopefully will be relatable to what you're going through as you care for your family and lead your kids in discipleship. The second thing that we want to tell you about that we're doing this semester is you may be aware that we have been teaching through the book of James in both middle school and high school ministry. So every week we shift back and forth from small group study, where we will dive into a section of James in the small groups and discuss that passage. And then in large group, either I or Robbie or one of our residents will teach through that passage. Those large group teachings, we are going to record those every week and post them to our Parkside Students YouTube channel. We're doing that for a couple reasons. We know that there are some people who are uncomfortable or unable to come to Student Impact right now, and so we want to be sure that those students can keep up to date with what we're working through in James. And then also on top of that, we want parents to know what we're teaching through the book of James so that they can be aware of it and maybe even work in discussions about the book of James or the topics that we're discussing in the everyday rhythms of your life. So we suggest that you go to the Parkside Students YouTube channel and subscribe to that and keep an update on every other week. We'll be posting for both middle school and high school a recording of the large group teaching. The third thing that I want to tell you about is that we will be sending out a monthly newsletter at the beginning of every month that will have all of the links to the podcast, the teaching, calendar updates and events, and anything that you need to know about our student ministry at Parkside will be included in that email. If you have a student that's registered for small groups, you will automatically receive this email, and you'll have the option in that initial email to opt in to subscribe to receive those emails month by month. As we want to see your unbelieving kids and students become committed followers of Jesus Christ, we are looking for every way that we can to partner with you in that process. So please, if you have concerns or questions or things that you need prayer for, please reach out to me and Robbie or the leaders, the volunteer leaders who oversee your kids' small group, and we will be glad to, as much as we can, be a part of that process of discipleship that you lead at home as parents of your kids.